If you're someone who's always constantly fighting with your sibling, I'm going to just say this. Okay, this video is for you. Just stop. Have you ever fought with your sibling where it actually worked out well? Did you ever feel like you won? Not really, because what happens is you get in trouble, they get in trouble. It's like a shit show. And what happens is you don't even feel good about yourself. So if you have a sibling who's up your ass and they're bothering you, the best thing you could do is ignore it. And I know some people are like, well, Con, I can't ignore it because it's really not cool. No, it is not cool. It's totally not cool. But the more you put your energy and you put your energy into where your sibling, your brother is giving you a hard time and you're fighting back and you're yelling back and maybe you're saying really shitty things, guess what? That is your energy. That's not your brother's energy. That's yours. So power comes from maintaining your own self-control. And let me explain, because today it's your brother and tomorrow it could be a teacher. Tomorrow it could be a boss. So when you learn the power of self-control to never let anyone kick you off your rocker of life and feeling good, that is where power is. So I highly suggest, because I know this is a good test for you and a good lesson for you, that if your sibling is giving you a hard time, I want you to practice managing self-control, managing your emotions. Understand that your brother, he's just being a jerk. He knows he's going to get a rise out of you. He knows you. So he knows what he can do to push your buttons. The bigger question is, why are you allowing him? Number one. And number two, why would you give your power away? And let me just say this, the more you learn self-control and you learn to do nothing and you learn to ignore it and you learn to mind your own business and you learn to do your own thing, he will stop bothering you, because what's going to happen is you're going to shift your energy. And guess what? You're not going to be a doormat, because you're going to come from a place of power, because you know fighting is dumb. You know fighting is the energy you do not want to perpetuate, because today it's fighting with your brother, but if you're fighting back, that's the energy you're putting out to the universe. That's the energy you're putting out. And guess what? It's not your brother. It's all about you now. And that's the energy you're inviting back. So right now it's your brother, but tomorrow it's because you're not going to be feeling good, because the energy you're giving out is negative. And so that's why I want you to understand fighting against anyone is the dumbest, most wasted energy, because when you know truly yourself and you're confident within yourself, you let nobody ever affect you in that way. And yes, is it practice? Hell yeah, it's practice. But that's the effort. That's the work. You practice that every single day, where you catch yourself. And listen, something's going to happen. Your brother's going to say something shitty. You're going to want to respond. That's when you have the power to catch yourself and you shut the fuck up. And I say that with all the love in the world, but you catch yourself and you zip it and you take a step back and you have some space. And I know I'll get to comments like, oh, but now he's in my room and now he's bugging me. And like, you got to hold your power and you got to be really centered, and you can't hold your emotions and you can't let your emotions control you and control the situation. You control your power by controlling your emotions, by staying centered and ignoring it. And I'm telling you, over time, the more you do this, the more you don't participate in this, the sooner it will go away. Because guess what? You're no longer fun to play with. You're no longer fun to make fun of. You're no longer fun to fight with, because you don't fight back, because you don't have to.